All right, y'all, subscribe to the channel. This Big Rich in the motherfucking building. Yeah, I gotta give it to y'all, man. Sometimes when I hear Kamala speak, I never did like her. You know what I mean? Just to be honest, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. And that's the only reason why I didn't like her is because she used the illness of the black community for her to further her career. And she locked up a lot of youngsters who didn't deserve it, over dumb stuff like marijuana and shit like that. So that's my take on Kamala. Now, as far as this comment that she made, now, that is a real comment. You know what I mean? That's real. What she said is real. Y'all got to respect that. She only speaking the truth when she said that. You know what I mean? It's sad. I'm going to tell you why it's sad is because anytime you take a situation where you're trying to ban books, you know what I'm saying, and then all you want to do, Republicans, the only mission they have is to keep cutting taxes for rich people, which if you've been paying attention, Donald Trump cut taxes for the rich people, and they were supposed to put that money back into their employees and back into their businesses. But what they do, they bought stock buybacks, and they did nothing but enrich themselves, and they cut the rate down so much that rich people damn near is rich. You got to understand that trickle down economics with Reagan and Bush, it does not work. When you put the money back into the American people's hand, that's what it's all about. Now, in my opinion, not to go on with the Boston Tea Party or nothing like that, but in my opinion, this is my opinion. If you was to put exactly, you cut taxes for people making under 100,000 in America, which that's probably 90% of the people in America. You cut it down to 10%. You know what I mean? Everybody should be paying 10% that's making under 100,000. You know what I mean? They're paying way too much money to the government in taxes. They're paying damn near half their income to the government. And that shouldn't be, man. We shouldn't live in a society where we have to give the government half our money. You know what I mean? Now, if y'all agree with that, Pure Minds always welcome new subscribers. New people want to join the IG and we're on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Soon we're gonna be on Twitter. You know what I mean? But if you understand what I'm saying, it's like what she stated was real. And then if you want to deny the climate, the thing about the climate thing is, even if it wasn't real, you still gotta understand that we have to take care of the environment, just like the Indians and just like the Africans. We always took care of our environment. Environment first. Take care of your environment. It will take care of you. Don't nobody want to be drinking no water that got cancerous stuff in it. Don't nobody want to be sitting up here. Every time you breathe, you're breathing in cancerous products. That's in the air that you can't even see. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to live in a world like that. You know what I mean? So as far as the environment is very important. So what Kamala said, it's some real stuff. Now, this assault on ban on books, yeah, they don't want to teach their kids as growing up the truth about what they did and what they've been doing to us with this systematic. A lot of stuff that Europeans don't suffer in America is that they can't see it because you're not suffering it. Being as a person of color, you will experience a way different experience if you was European. And that's just a fact. On every institution in America, I don't give a damn what it is. We could talk about a park ranger. And guess what? The black park ranger, he'll never get a chance to get promoted. You know what I mean? It's systematic. Everything no matter what entity it is. You could be at a hotel. You know what I mean? The guy trying to move up from being the cleaner into the front office never happened. And if it do happen, they'll put one in there, and then he'll be in charge of the whole goddamn, all the chains and shit. And they can just point to one black guy. That's how they do it in America. This shit is systematic, and a lot of times white people cannot understand why, because you don't have to feel it. You know what I mean? You say, well, where's my privilege at? Trust me. You get pulled over in the wrong neighborhood. And just be hang out with your black friends and get pulled over in the wrong neighborhood. And just see, you be in the back, you will see how this racism and the people of power, you know what I'm saying, will launch some of the most racist ass things, especially when they're not being recorded. Because you gotta remember, most of the stuff that we seen on the internet, that's from cops being recorded. Okay? There's so much stuff that goes on in America as a whole that's not being televised or not being recorded. You know what I mean? You got to remember, 90% of the stuff that goes on with black folks and cops or with white people, it's not being recorded because they didn't have a chance to grab the camera. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff that they grabbed the camera too late. You know, the incident already happened. Then the cops definitely gonna deny it if it ain't on tape. And then as far as you getting the video from the cops, good luck. Most cops turn their cameras off. How you gonna get that? How you gonna get that footage? You know what I mean? So what Kamala is saying here in this tweet, you know, banning books, and it's funny because when she brings up assault weapons, now I may agree with the Republicans on the assault weapons or with the guns, maybe not the assault weapons. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, this is how I look at it. Coming from a person of color, if my people had guns, you know what I'm saying, during slavery, it wouldn't have been no slavery. You know what I mean? It's way different ball game when the rabbit got the gun. You know what I mean? That's just real talk. When the rabbit got the gun, it's a whole different reality. And that's real talk. You know what I mean? So a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we be fighting for stuff and don't know why we fighting for it, but that gun, yeah, we need that. Now, as far as assault weapons on the streets, we don't need assault weapons. You know what I mean? We just need something to protect ourselves. Someone run in your house, you be able to protect yourself. You know what I mean? So y'all Democrats, that's all y'all on that. You need to get off of that page. You know what I mean? Every American need to have a gat, a gun on them if they want to. You know what I'm saying? And definitely in their houses. You know what I mean? So as far as what she's saying about that, that's real talk. You know what I mean? So here at Pure Mind, we just try to keep a pure mind, and we try to keep a level-headed. When somebody says some real stuff, we're going to point it out, even though I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris. I'm not a fan of Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Trump. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of a lot of people that's politicians. You know what I mean? And mostly because with Biden, is because he's a career politician. And, you know, we want to get rid of that old system and come and issue in a new system where it's going to be really, really fair, and we can put checks and balances in the government and with the people. You know what I'm saying? That we can hold them accountable for their actions and their inactions, and we can get rid of the Citizens United, where corporations just give them out as much money they want to politicians and pretty much corrupt the whole process. We need to get rid of all that. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be no opportunity where one person can give millions of dollars to a candidate, or one PAC can give millions of dollars. No, it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? For the simple fact that money corrupts everybody. So as far as what she's saying, it's a reason why they are doing this. You know what I mean? Now the Democrats are forced to fight for the working people because that's the only leg they have to stand on, because the Republicans control the narrative. You know, and it's sad because the Republicans are the narrative that they putting out there is very, very, very bad. You know, it's a bad narrative that they've been doing. Fox News got sued for it. You know what I mean? $750 million lawsuit, you know, for defamation. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. The way I look at this whole thing is that sometimes when Kamala says some real shit, you just got to just acknowledge that she said it. You know what I mean? Other than that, you know what I'm saying? The way I look at things, I just look at things in a way where, you know, we could all come together, you know what I'm saying, with a pure mind, and we could all come together and we can actually do something to change America for all of us. You know what I mean? Not some of us, not the 1%. The 1% then got 2 tax cuts under Bush. He got 1 tax cut under, that cost us almost $10 trillion. I love y'all. Subscribe.